Hello again, friends and loyal Wolfpack members. Chaos Wolf here, and welcome back to Elite Dangerous Horizons. Now, that's right, we are out in the depths of nowhere yet again. Let's go and find out exactly how far away we are from our home system. At the moment, we are 6,420 light years away from Jonai. So that is a fair way, but this is nowhere near the furthest we actually expect to go. Yes, so this is where we are right now, 6,000 light years away from where I started. But this is by no means where I am going to end up. Where I intend to end up... There we go. Roughly here. So just look at how far away this is. Let's have a look. 59,000 light years away from my current location. So that is 65,000 light years away from where I started. And this is actually the destination for the Distant Worlds expedition. I did meet up with Obsidian Ant around one of the points of the Distant Worlds expedition. You can go and have a look at the video, which is the previous one in this playlist. I can link it in the video description as well. But he, as well as many other commanders, are heading over to here. But because of my hectic time schedule, I'm not able to keep pace with the rest of them. So I am going to be coming here, but I'm going to be coming here on my... basically on my own. And where we are going currently is this system right ahead of us. This system was actually pointed out to me by one of you guys, a member of the Wolfpack. Unfortunately, you sent this to me via direct messaging game, and I completely forgot to make a note of your name, and have subsequently logged off since then. So apologies, I don't remember what your in-game name was. You know who you are. And what we're doing is we're going to go and have a look at this system. Now, I was told, well, because I'm heading down to the neutron field, and we're going to go and start trying to aim towards that way very soon. But this was actually a little bit way back from where I was originally going. So here we go. And what is this system that I was pointed out, you may be wondering? Let's throttle back and get ready to drop, and let's find out. Holy crap, that is a big one. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a wolf-rayet star. So that is huge. Let's go and have a look in the... Holy crap sticks as well. There's actually 3 of them, and there's one that's even bigger. Now, these have been discovered previously, but that's no big issue to me. I am still happy to go and scan these. I mean, how far are these ones away? 14,000 light seconds. And the thing is, we can scan from where we are. So that just goes to show how big this is. And one of the interesting things about wolf-rayet stars is the fact that they're purple. So I find that absolutely awesome. Now just look at that. That is absolutely amazing. That is just such an absolutely amazing looking star. But anyway, let's carry on and let's go and have a look at the other stars here in this system. So we've got one more to go into. Just look how big that is. You can see the huge size of that second star there at 14,000 light years, 14,000 light seconds away even. So that is amazing. And that one there is an O-type. So what have we got? Have we just got a wolf-rayet? Let's go find out. This one is a wolf-rayet star. This one is an O-type star as well. As well as this, we've got a wolf-rayet and 2 O classes, so that is absolutely amazing. That's a great little find. Now, obviously, I'm not going to be getting my name on these because somebody else has already got that. So I am not going to be getting the finder's fee bonus on that, but that's fine. I'm really not worried. But what I'm planning to go and do is actually drop down upon the galactic plane. So what we're trying to do is drop down to around about minus 1,500. So let's go further down. There we go. So it's around about here we're expecting to go. And we're trying to go to, let's see. We're trying to find the neutron field. Now, at the moment, I've got a singular neutron star around here, but this should roughly be at least part of, well, not part of, but we shouldn't be too far away from the neutron field, hopefully. It might be that we are a little bit too close in now, but we'll see. What I plan to do is drop down to about this level and start moving out, either to the left or the right or something, and just see if we can spot it. It might mean that we need to get a bit closer as well. I don't really know. Because you can see it around about this level. We've got, we got neutron stars. We've got white dwarves. We've got this neutron stars, white dwarves. So this is roughly where I intend to go. I'm trying to find as many neutron stars as possible, and apparently a lot of them are on this kind of plane. So if we go in here, here we go. Here is an absolute metric buttload of them. So it's areas like this that I'd intend to find. So I'm going to be coming this way and moving around. And look, if I'm quite right, now that's just another neutron star. I thought I found another wolf-rayet. It's certainly not going to be happening for me. I can't find these things by myself. But I'm hoping to find a bunch of neutron stars that are not discovered and so on. But anyway, let's go and carry on jumping towards where I am. Well, basically towards that one neutron star that we found. How far away are we? 33 jumps away. So I'm really curious to find out what we are going to be finding on our way there. Oh, and we seem to have found a B-class star, maybe? Not sure. Let's have a look. I don't usually stop to scan stars, but if they're this colour, or at least blue, I generally do stop to scan. But it looks like we have a bunch of planets that are potentially terraformable, so this looks very, very promising. And with a star like this, these kind of stars are very, very hot, so the Goldilocks zone is going to be much further out. So I am going to be coming to this point here, over 1,000 light seconds away, and scanning that one. I'm then going to go and proceed down the line to find out if these are, in fact, terraformable. If they are, then that's a great little discovery. And if they're not, then, oh well, I've wasted a little bit of time. So let's go and find out whether or not they are actually terraformable. Now, it's at this point I need to start slowing down because I really don't want to overshoot in my Anaconda. Because, say what you will about the Anaconda, it's an absolutely amazing ship and one of, if not the best exploration ships. But it does have a massive, massive downside, and that's the fact that it turns like a sick old heifer in Super Cruise. So you really don't want to be overshooting and having to do the loop of shame in Anaconda when you're out exploring, because it will take a long, long time. Now, I am expecting to start scanning this from around about 50 light seconds out. Anything more than that, and this is going to be a very large planet indeed. Or a fairly good, there we go. That was actually about 80 light seconds away. So I'm suspecting this is actually going to be closer to an Earth mass, because I'm used to scanning these around about, like I said, 50 light seconds out. So let's get this scan and let's find out whether or not it is terraformable, and if so, how big it is as well. So there we go. High metal content world. I knew it was going to be a high metal content. So let's have a look. This one is not terraformable, but it is 1.3 virtually Earth masses. So that's interesting. So let's carry on and go and scan the rest of these, because I do suspect that these are, at least some of these are going to be terraformable, because they've got just such a large, well, such a prominent atmosphere that it's going to be, I find it hard to believe that they won't be terraformable. Yeah, here we go. We're scanning this one from about the same distance, and this is actually two that are orbiting one another. So we can go a little bit closer. So let's get that one scanned, and then we'll have a look. Yes, it's another high metal content. That I'm not surprised about that, but let's actually go and target this one first. And then have a look at this one. Now this one is a candidate for terraforming, so that is amazing. Not only that, but it's actually 2.2 Earth masses, so it's twice the size of Earth, at least in relation to its mass. So I suspect that this one will also be terraformable, as will this one, and possibly these two as well. So that's going to be cool. This one even has weather on there, you can see. So let's have a look. Yes, that is terraformable. It's a little bit smaller. And yeah, that's really, really awesome. Some really nice little finds here. Now, the next one is a couple of thousand light seconds away, but this is on a bit of a slant, so it's roughly going to be a similar distance away from the star. Now, I'm going to keep going and scanning down the lines until I find one that is not terraformable. So let's go and do that. Okay, so we started scanning this one from around about 90 light seconds away, so this one's going to be a very large planet. I'm guessing around about 2.5 to 3 Earth masses, perhaps? So this one is terraformable, oh, not terraformable, it's a high metal content as well. Let's go find out if it is indeed terraformable. Yes, it is. And it's not as big as I thought it was going to be. It's still 2 Earth masses, so that's certainly not bad at all. But that is amazing. And here we are. This is that planet. Just look at how thick that atmosphere is. It's so thick it's visible. So that is really awesome. It's got weather patterns and everything. It just looks absolutely amazing. Now, it obviously doesn't look like it is inhabited at all, but oh well. And there in the distance we can see the core and the local star as well as a nebula. So this is really amazing. This is one of the reasons why I like coming out here, exploring. It's not just to watch my exploration bar go up, it's for the sights as well. Now again, another couple of thousand light seconds away, we're at the next potential terraformable high metal content world as well. And this one we actually started scanning from over 100 light seconds away, so this is going to be interesting to find out whether I'm thinking that this is actually a very large world or not. I mean, let's go and have a look. We'll go back over to the info panel. Yeah, this is actually nearly 3.5 Earth masses, so this is a very large planet. But unfortunately it is not terraformable. So that's my interest in this particular system expended already. We've got 1 terraformable, because that one wasn't. We've got 1, 2, 3 terraformable worlds here, and these are all going to net as a nice little pretty penny. I mean, theoretically we could have gone and scanned the rest of these as well, but I'm not interested in things that won't be netting me a good profit. So it's time to hit our jump to next system key and be on our merry, merry way. So now we've jumped into what looks like possibly an, I think it's an H class, I'm not sure. But let's go and have a look what we've got in the system map whilst we're scooping to go and see if there's anything worth staying in the system for. I mean, we have some planets that are potentially terraformable as well. I mean, these two look like they might be terraformable, as does this one. Let's have a look. Am I correct? Oh, it's an F class. Okay. I'm really not sure on my lettering on that. I just knew it wasn't a G class. So, first things first, let's go and have a look at these two over here. Now, these are potentially terraformable, because on these kind of stars, the terraformable area, basically the Goldilocks zone, is not going to be as far away from the star as it is in like an O class or a B class star, because the smaller than the letter, so basically A, closer to A or O, the younger the star is going to be. Not quite sure if that class is for O's, but A class stars are extremely young stars, at least in the galactic sense of aging. The further along you go down this line, like B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, these are all going to be getting older and older and older stars. Now, most explorers will be already aware that M-class stars are the oldest and coldest stars that we can actually scoop from. Now, let's actually put back these things now. There we go. So that's that one scanned. We can now target and start scanning this one, whilst we go and check the system map again. Because I'm trying to waste as little time as possible. No, this one is not terraformable, nor is this one. Well, actually, this one might still possibly be, but I'm still holding out hopes for this one, because this one seems to have a very nice atmosphere. It seems to have poles as well. Now, you would possibly think that this is a water world, but no, this is going to be another high metal content. Let's see, no, that one's not terraformable either, so let's go here. Actually, you know what? That's way too far out there. That's never going to be terraformable. So let's take another look at the system map. I should have really spotted that from the system map. But down here we have potential for these stars, these planets being, at least some of them being terraformable. But to be perfectly honest, I'm not willing to go and jump all the way over there to go and just scan them. So what I'm going to go and do is at least scan this main star and then jump out to the next system. And this is what I mean about doing the loop of shame almost with the Anaconda. It just takes such a long, long time. Now this particular star is not going to be worth all that much to my Explorer title, really. This is going to be a couple of thousand credits at the very most, but at the very least I get my name on it. So let's start moving off again, and let's charge up the frameshift drive. Because I've still got a long way to go, at least until I finish this 1,000 light year jump. And to be perfectly honest, I'm not going to be finishing this in this particular video. So I'm going to be carrying on after this, and next time you see me here, I am going to be several thousand light years away from where I was here. So this is going to be really kind of interesting to see what we find. To be perfectly honest, I think this is going to be the last system I jump into at the moment, maybe, if there's anything interesting in there. If there's nothing interesting, let's have a look, because this looks like an M-class star. You start to get a feel for what the stars are just by looking at them. And yeah, no, this will be an M-class and this will be a dead system, yes. So let's go and turn along. We didn't actually fill our tank completely, but it doesn't really matter. Because like we said previously, we've pretty much got Star Killer base levels of fuel scooping on this ship, so I don't really mind if we don't fill up our fuel reserves completely every time we jump into a system. This looks like it could be a G-class star. It's got that kind of hue to it. It's got a kind of an orangey yellow hue. And we've got 55 objects we found in this system. So let's go and check if there's anything that is even remotely of interest. Let's have a look. There doesn't seem to be all that much. The vast majority of all these things are different moons. We've got a couple of high metal contents and so on, but they all look tiny, and I'm not really bothered. So there's nothing interesting here, so we'll at least try and see if we can find anything interesting in the next couple of systems. Frameshift drive charging. Because this is how I go out exploring now. I just jump in, set off a pulse. if I like what I see, I stick around and scan, generally something with some kind of blue tinge to it. Even brown occasionally, because they are potentially CO2 water worlds, they are potentially ammonia worlds and so on. There's a lot we can actually go and get a good amount from. I mean, I've already got my name on hundreds and hundreds of little things going around the system, so I'm not that bothered too much about getting my name on things that aren't what I consider to be of value at the minute. Now, I know that possibly sounds a little bit elitist, so to speak, but we are trying to aim for elite. So I think it's only really fitting. So let's do what I usually do. Just go to jump out and look at the system map whilst we're charging our frameshift drive. Now, there's potentially one planet here. Actually, let's go and have a look at that. So we'll cancel that out. We'll go back into the system map, because this planet at least looks interesting. And is this a G? No, it's a K class. Okay, I wasn't far off. I don't believe there is a J class of star. So let's get around. Let's go and scan this one, because this is potentially terraformable. Because it seems like it might be the right distance away from the star, because G class, K class, and so on. They have the, it's like a GK impossible. I don't know. I don't think there's an H class. They are the ones that have the highest chance of having habitable worlds around them. You can find them around other things. I mean, I've seen Earth-likes around neutron stars, so that is definitely not unheard of. Now, hopefully we are going to slow down and stop before we get too close to this, but either way, yeah, it looks like we're actually stopping now. So let's take a look at the system map again. And let's go and see, is this? No, it isn't. Oh well. At the very least, it looks interesting. And it even has its own little moon. You can see it there in the distance. Let's go and have a closer look, shall we? So here we are, with that last planet that we found. Admittedly, it is only a high metal content, but it does look nice at least. It has some weather patterns on there, and in the distance there you can see its orbiting moon. So that is kind of cool, and the fact that it has very, very distinct poles are very awesome as well, I find. But unfortunately, it is just not fitted for habitation. But anyway guys, that's going to be enough for this video. If you have enjoyed it, please do hit those like and subscribe buttons, because that really does help my channel out. And anyway, Commanders, I've been Commander Chaos Wolf, you've been epic, I will see you soon. And until then, keep flying and stay shiny.